Good morning, good morning, good morning. So, how are you doing with your life? Are you on overwhelm? Do you have all kinds of things you need to do? Do you have things you'd like to do? Do you have things you'd like to accomplish? Are you going back to school? I'm doing some school work right now in my old age. I remember getting on the bus once. When the Greyhound buses used to run, I was lived in Calgary, and I was down in Lethbridge was a race that I was coming to run. It was an ultra marathon race, and I got on the bus and I was sitting beside this elderly lady, and at the time I was in my early 40s. So elderly takes on a whole new term now. This was 20 years ago. And I was sitting beside this lady, and she was obviously elderly, but she had beautiful makeup, and her makeup or her clothes were lovely. They were tasteful. Her fingernails were all done and stuff. And I didn't talk to her until probably 2/3 of the trip, and we'd stopped, and she got back on the bus, and she goes, "Oh, these old 92-year-old knees." And I went, 92? You're 92? like in her 90s. She was in her 90s. So then I started asking her questions about her life, and she was telling me about how often she went back to school. I went back to school to do this. I went back to school to do this, and I went back to school to do this. And then she kind of giggled, and she says, "And next week I'm starting a Spanish course." And I thought, wow, 92 years old and you're starting to learn a new language. Isn't that amazing? So where that came from was I am in two pretty robust courses this year. One is clinical EFT, where I'm really deeply expanding my EFT practice. And I already do EFT a lot, but you're always a beginner, right? So that one's a big one. It has lots of modules. It has lots of tests. It has this weekend, or next weekend, I'm going into a 4-day intensive online that is live for 4 days. But the other one that I'm doing, which is relevant right here, well, they're all relevant here, is I'm doing my Spring Forest Qigong instructor certificate. And to even start the course, you have to pass a knowledge exam on levels 1, 2, and 3. And guess what the passing grade is? What you have to be able to step forward? 100%. You can take the exam as often as you want, but there are volumes of knowledge that I need to know and go through. So I'm having a little bit of anxiety going, 100%? I have to have 100% in this? So, and today I'm going to be working on that exam as much as I need to get it done, because I'm going away for 4 days shortly. So what do you do when you get like, oh, I got this test anxiety? Well, you do the practice. You practice what you know. So I'm going to practice today for myself, and join along with me. Do you have anxiety? Do you have overwhelm about something that you're meeting? Not necessarily school, but maybe you've got an evaluation coming up at work, or maybe there's just this thing just keeps coming to my mind. Maybe somebody's working with they're in some legal proceedings, and they're having to go and present some information in that space. Some anxiety. What do we do when we need to clarify our brain? We need our brain to work. We need the whole thing to work. Well, we do our Qigong. So let us begin to tap. And I love how Qigong and the EFT overlap completely. They're just so completely congruent. So we're going to tap right here at our eyebrows, breathing in. And as soon as I started tapping, my whole body started going, and I could feel myself. I was talking, so it was helping me exhale, but I could feel myself just slowing down. And we're 30 seconds into the practice. Isn't that amazing? And now I feel myself as I tap here on the stomach meridian, which is where anxiety is held and manifest. And I'm breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. I can just feel a big release in the back of my head. I can feel my shoulders dropping, my breathing slowed down. I'm going to tap down my whole body. This opens up the lungs when we can breathe properly. And this yawn that you just saw, that's releasing stress, that's releasing extra emotions that's trapped. Lifting up the left arm, we're going to tap under the left armpit. And under the right arm, we're going to tap down the left torso. And down the right torso. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Bring ourselves into the present moment and simply feel this. Observe thoughts that are going through. We're going to tap on our tailbone. This tailbone is very important. As we tap on this tailbone, we're releasing all kinds of stuck energy in our hips. And our hips, the stuck energy in the hips, is where we hold stress. It helps us to hold still, kind of paralyzes us. And so when we feel like we're having trouble moving forward emotionally, intellectually, physically even, as we tap on the tailbone, we release energy, chi blockages in the hips and in the torso and down into the legs, and we get more mobility, both physical mobility and metaphorical emotional mobility, and not even metaphorical. Tapping on the hips. And now let's bounce. And the bouncing resets our electromagnetic polarity. Hear the word magnetic in there. We are magnets. We attract and repel. Our chi field, the vibration that goes out from us, receives others' chi fields, which is why we get so dysregulated sometimes if we don't understand what's happening, and all these chi fields are colliding with different vibrations in them. We can get dysregulated. The bouncing, you might start the bouncing and it might be fast and kind of high. See the difference? So I'm bouncing fast and high. My hips are kind of rigid. Now as we come down into the knees, and feel a elasticity in the knees and feel that elasticity in the hips. And I realized that my chin was up and the back of my head was feeling tightness. And as my chin drops down, it opens up energy channels back through the back of the head. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Swinging our arms back and forth. Now we're spiraling the spine, opening up more energy channels through the spiral. We're going to think and bring in an image of joy. Something that you've experienced where you felt a lot of joy, something that you've seen that's brought you joy, something that you would like to see that would bring you joy. If we think about what would feel perfectly joyful, our brain says, oh, I'm experiencing that right now. And as we bring in those thoughts, for me, I'm always about 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old. I'm drinking from the pump in my backyard. I'm dirty because me and my friends and my brothers and sister have been playing in the backyard. That's my image of joy. Allow those shoulders to just be really soft, the elbows to be soft. Allow the hands to float above the head. I just need to expose my clock. Hands are floating above the head. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth still. And our body is stretching up through the Bai Hui point. This is a gathering of a lot of yang energy right here. And feel that Bai Hui point stretching up into the universe. It's a place where we get connection, where we get knowledge, information. And as we're hung on this bungee cord from the top of our head, connected to the universe, you can feel that the chin drops down naturally. And here is the universal symbol of surrender. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing the hands to float back down. On the next long exhale, we're going to bring our body into quiet stillness. And as you land into this stillness, feel what you're feeling in your body. Your fingertips might be tingling. Your palms might feel full. Your elbows will have floated away from your body. This is the beginning of the universe. In your mind's eye, behind your eyes, feel and see an empty space and feel yourself in that empty space. All the clutter is gone. All emotions are gone. You're simply present. You're simply being. You might not even feel your body. This is called the beginning of the universe. In this space, there is only love and all possibilities. In this moment, on this breath, everything else is released. And we simply are. And we're infused with love. Feel this empty space, this beginning of everything. Each new breath is a new beginning. We give the password, I am in the universe. The universe is in my body. The universe and I combine together as one. This password gives us the power. We connect with the power of the universe. And now we call upon our master's energy. You decide who your master is. A being of high power, perfect healing energy, highest vibration and filled with unconditional love. Someone with whom you feel completely safe. Dearest Master, we call upon them when we set an intention. Dearest Master, with deepest gratitude for all of the laws of the universe and all the existence of the universe and my place in it, and my purpose here. I set the intention for this meditation, and my intention is for clarity of mind, for recall of information, so that I can expand my experience and expand the community into more light. And we bring our hands to the lower dantian. The left hand is at the lower dantian, the right hand is at the throat. This is the moving of yin and yang. We bring our right hand up and out and down. The left hand comes in and up. As we move yin and yang energy, we breathe in happiness. On this breath, I am filled with the green light of happiness, and it infuses my liver. It infuses my gallbladder, tendons and my ligaments. And in this moment, I am happy. I feel the wood of the earth. I feel the trees. I feel how everything they need, they have. And I am a tree, and everything I need comes to me from the universe. Breathing in happiness through every pore of my skin. Feel it come in. I feel the essence of love coming into my body on the in-breath. In this space, I am happy. Hands coming to the lower dantian, we feel this yin-yang ball. We're moving yin and yang. See yourself in this beautiful yin and yang ball that you're moving and joining. As we join yin and yang and balance ourselves, we can invite anybody else into this ball that we wish. People that you know who might be feeling overwhelmed, dysregulated. Bring them into this balanced yin and yang ball, where they too can balance. We can bring into this yin-yang ball people with whom we disagree. People perhaps who have hurt us in some way. We bring ourselves into this yin-yang ball, and we wash ourselves in love, kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. We really are doing our very best that we know how at any moment. And now this ball expands into breathing of the universe. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, through the nose. As we breathe in, we bend our knees. And we feel the fire, the earth element of fire. We feel it in our hearts. In our blood, in our small intestines. We breathe in the deep red fire of joy into our heart, and each time our heart pumps, it sends blood, which is also red, infused with joy to every cell. And every cell receives the joy and sings until we are glowing in beautiful red color. We can feel the warmth of the fire. And in that warmth of the fire, we're burning away any hatred we might be holding in our bodies. Our blood goes to every little particle of our body, and it seeks out and teases out any little tiny bits of hatred that might be caught and snugged in our fascia, in our small intestines, in all of our structural organs. We're breathing in joy. And this fire creates a beautiful smoke. And we say thank you to any hatred that we have held. Because it protected us in some manner. It stopped us from acting in some manner. It stopped us from connecting with certain people, with certain thoughts and ideas. And we say thank you. And we release it back into the universe. Grateful for the messages. Bringing our hands down to our hips, our palms turn up. If your body has some blockages where your mobility is compromised, simply see yourself doing all these motions. Honor your body. If it's in pain in any way, or if these motions do not work for your mobility, simply go to the spaces where you are comfortable. You can stand, sit, lie down, and use your visualization to see yourself in full and perfect health. completing all the movements fully and completely and fluidly with ease and joy. Use your mind to see that happen. Our hands here, our palms are up, bringing our hands up into the heavens, and feel underneath your hands, underneath your arms, 10,000 hands of your ancestors behind you, seeing you, supporting you, loving you, knowing that you hold keys to them as well. As you balance and regulate yourself, you heal generations behind and generations ahead. And here we are connecting with heaven and earth. As we bend our knees, we breathe in. And as we stretch up and straighten up, we breathe out. We breathe into the earth. We're connecting with the earth element, the soil, the dirt, feeling your feet. My floors are wood. I'm feeling myself deep into the wood and down into the soil that holds the wood. And pulling down, receiving, opening a conduit from heaven of peace. Bringing in peace, and the light is yellow. Beautiful light of the sun that supplies everything we need, all the energy for the whole planet to balance and work properly. Breathing in peace and releasing all anxiety. Breathing in peace. Connecting heaven and earth. Our hands, our yin-yang ball, holds the heavens, holds the universe in our hands. Coming down through our body, we feel peace going down into the earth. And we are connected to everything in peace. Beautiful expansion from happiness, expansion from joy into peace. And either bring your hands above your head into a prayer position or envision yourself. Fingertips gently touching. Closing your hands in a gentle prayer position and allow them to slowly descend past your bi-wee point, the top of your head, past your third eye, inside, past your physical eyes, past your nose, past your mouth, past your chin, past your throat, past the upper lungs, past the heart. Feel that energy from the heart. Down past the solar plexus, past the diaphragm, past the liver and the stomach and the spleen and the pancreas. Fingertips turn down past the small intestines. We form a little heart shape with our fingertips here at our lower dantian, and our right foot walks out about a half a step further. We shift our body weight to the left as we breathe in. And as we shift our body weight to the right, we breathe out. We're connecting here with our body's energy. We're connecting with the metal of the earth, the structure. We use metal for so many things, and tiny bits of metals are in our body, creating chemical reactions, balancing everything. We are the earth. As we breathe out, we release any sadness and depression or grief we might be holding. As we breathe into the left, we breathe in contentment. We breathe it in through our lung system. We breathe in a beautiful white light. Breathing in contentment into my skin, breathing with my skin, My whole body breathes in contentment and releases sadness, depression, grief. Breathing in. And as we release, we say thank you to these feelings of sadness and depression and grief because they ask us to stop and really feel. And it's only when we stop and really feel that the emotions can move through us. When we hide from them, we bury them accidentally, but we bury them nonetheless in our bodies. And here we release them in contentment. We know that we are carried and safe. Rocked like a newborn baby. Rocked in the arms of a loving universe that knows us perfectly and provides for us everything that we ask for. And also helps us to refine our questions. Walking our right foot back to the center, underneath our shoulders. Closing our hands very gently. Bringing our hands up to our heart. And connecting with our heart's energy. We feel our heart in deep gratitude. We're connecting here with the kidney system, the bladder, the bones and the bone marrow. As we breathe in, we breathe in gratitude. And as we breathe out, we release all fear. Fear is the base emotion under all of the other contracting emotions. And here we release fear into gratitude. As we've come through happiness and joy and peace and expanding into contentment and gratitude, we feel and know in this moment that we are held in the arms of the perfect universe that loves us perfectly. All of our channels in our body are open, open, open. All the chi, with its pure intelligence, is running smoothly, releasing all energy blockages. And we are healed, body, mind, and spirit, to connect with our soul, our pure soul. And we are grateful. We are so grateful. Breathing in the blue light of gratitude, feeling the water that our bodies are mostly composed of. Feeling gratitude in every particle of water that's in our body. Feeling gratitude for the moisture in the air that we breathe in. Feeling it in our bones, our reproductive organs. Feeling it in our ears, in our anus, in our large intestine. Feeling deep gratitude for all of the balance and the harmony in this whole existence. Everything we experience is for our information, for our expansion, for our expansion to meet our soul, which is divine, to be in pure harmony with our soul and in pure vibration with the highest vibration of the universe, the oneness. And we are grateful. Silent practice. Bringing our awareness back down to our lower dantian, our navel area. We see a beautiful light, a chi ball, spinning faster and faster to the right. It spins faster and faster and gets smaller and smaller and condenses into dawn. And dawn is our medicine for our own body, mind, spirit, and soul connection. And dawn heals. Dawn carries chi. Dawn is chi that is condensed. We tuck it into our lower dantian, behind our navel. A tien is a farm, a place where things grow. And here's the healing space. And we say thank you. We rub our hands together. Bring our hands to our face. Massage on either side of our nose, up into our hairline, out on the edge of our face. Saying to ourselves, I love you, and use your own name 3 times. I love you, Roxy. I love you, Roxy. I love you, Roxy. Tapping the top of your head. 7, 8, 9, the front of the head, or the back of the head. And tapping down the whole body. Tapping the left under the left armpit, down the whole body. And the right. Tapping the tailbone again. That's one of my favorite ones. So delightful. And tapping the hips. And down into the groin. Down to the top of the kneecaps. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and behind the knees. Feel that stretch in your low back as you stretch down to tap the behind the knees. And on the left knee, on either side of the knee, there are 6 energy channels going into the knees. Down through the knees into the ground. We're going to come up on our toes and drop to our heels. If you're pregnant, please don't do this one. If you're practicing with anyone else, just give them that information as well. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. Even if you see this at another time, when you see this video, we are practicing together in the moment, on the breath. I love you. Namaste. Now my brain will work and I'll be able to access the information I need, and so will you.